talk really slow and boring first because a friend's recording this, and I said there's another person first. I wasn't ready. Hi! All right, Rick, 50, really? 60, 61. That didn't take long. Thank you so much. You know, the thing about getting older, there are some good parts. A good part is my student loans are almost paid off. So I am really happy about that. There's other parts that are not so good. I mean, back in the day, when my daughters came over and knocked on the door and I wasn't there, they would assume exciting things, like he's doing something fun. This weekend they came over and they knocked and I didn't answer right away, and there were 4 calls made to Harborview. They thought I was dead. They did. I don't know if it was hopeful. I'm hoping they weren't hopeful, but they did. They called Harborview, and the thing was, they thought all like, oh, he's 61, things could happen. I'm going, fuck you. No. But they didn't guess the real thing. I mean, what's the obvious guess? They're not answering the door. Day drinking. Duh. I mean, go for the obvious people. It makes a lot more sense. Now, the thing of this, as I am aging and getting older, and then hearing people like Carrie, are you still here, Carrie Johnson?
Yeah.
Oh, you're white, you look older. I'm 18. Yeah, she's telling the truth, people, so moisturize. Moisturize. I didn't believe them, and this is what happens. I'm 18, I look like I'm 40. Oh, you laughed at that. You're mean. You are so mean. All right, so I went on my very first gay cruise recently. I didn't want to. I have fought it for years. In fact, my former husband, yes, I had a husband. Gay marriage is great. Gay divorce is much better. Never mind. Kimmy condoed me. Not Kimmy, that's not her name. Whatever her name is, condoed me. Does he spark joy? And apparently I didn't, and I'm gone. Anyway, he wanted to go on, it's true, he wanted to go on gay cruises, and I went, no. And after the divorce, I thought, how can I make him suffer? I know, I'll go on the gay cruise. My friends tried to talk me into it, and they said, Jim, don't worry about going. You don't need to worry. And I went, why would I worry? They said, you know, your age, your body. I hadn't been worried till they said that. I was just worried about the cost, and now I'm going, oh my God. It was actually a very fun experience, although, have you noticed, it's worse in the bars here, but on a cruise it's worse. They have to make all the cruises, all the drinks interesting, and they put every single alcohol, vodka, tequila, rum, bourbon. I mean, it's got everything except good choices in it. And it was a good cruise because of that, because people got stupid. They're drinking this and they're lined up at the bar, and this guy says, if a genie suddenly appeared. Now, we're on a gay cruise, by the way, all guys wanting to get laid. Picture it. If a genie appeared and gave you 3 wishes, and you didn't have to name every single wish you ever wanted, what would your first wish be? And 3 in a row, these guys went, big dick, big dick, big dick. Is that stupid or what? In front of everybody else, you're telling them what you do not have. And second, they clearly had not watched the genie movies. We have all seen those movies. The genie is never your friend. They mess with you. So, I want a big dick. Well, what if it's so big you can't even move? I mean, you're not going to get an erection without help. And I'm sorry, that's not good. Or what if it's not attached? That's a knick-knack. Does it spark joy? Yeah. Well, wait, it might. So, Rick, I don't know. Anyway, so the cruise was fun. People have asked me since I came back, what's the difference between a gay cruise and a straight cruise? And I said, they're basically the same, except on the gay cruise, people are actually having sex. All over the place. I went to my first orgy by accident. I thought it was the promenade deck. Oh my goodness. Okay, the miniature golf course was apparently the play area. I didn't know that. I was married for years. I missed all this news about what you could do in public. And apparently because of the AstroTurf, it was the preferred places for group encounters because they could hose it off each day and it didn't leave marks. I really wasn't that interested. I wasn't ready. It just wasn't my thing, but there I was and they were there. The dialogue was horrible. I wanted to improve the dialogue. However, I got out of it in one piece by doing one thing. I pretended to be a drag queen at a drag, and so when I screeched and ran away, they didn't care. Anyway, so one more thing before I go. I was the youngest of 4 kids. My parents always called me the daughter, they'd always wanted. And it really pissed off my sister. She was so upset about that. She was in the Marines, but that's not the reason. That's not the reason. Anyway, my light just went off, so I have to stop before I tell you more about her. Thank you, Jim Weber.